Hello. Think I gotta do some eye calibration. I have no clue if you guys can actually see this. Them sure are horns. Yes, they're quite large. Give me that no clip. What? I clipped to some things, apparently. It's not just your horns that are bigger.
Now playing songs.
You're speaking to a spirit.
Fair enough. Though.
Oh, where is an eyes? Where is he? I should be able to track him in character and all that, but... Oh, I moved too fast for my neck. Interesting. Can I play space for myself back? Interesting. Good, good. I'm very glad of that. Wait, am I unable to make any kind of full body? Oh, well that's just not acceptable. I can't do that. Oh, much better. My feet have returned to me, even if I'm a little bit elk-like. Give me the speed. Big speed. And it's fine, I can fly. People can see me whisking about in the woods. I suppose, in character, I have the means to do this. At the very least, for finding eyes, anyway. I agree. Monster thing. Well? I'm perplexed. How the fuck? Everything has changed. I don't know how to do anything anymore. Is it in the advanced menu? Perhaps social? Nay. Nay, alas, nay. Oh no. Aha! There we go. Goodbye. Looking for a specific one. Where is my boy? It's in the avatar wheel menu. Good to know. Ah! Haha! Good. I haven't a clue where he be. Is he, hypothetically? No. Is he even in the world? Yes, somewhere. But where? I should be where he is. Three. A random person. Why is there a random invisible person on top of this? Wait, how the hell would they be able to get up here without traits? Boo. Hello? Oh, okay. Just don't use any of the traits from the world and you're fine. I haven't a clue where an orc boy is. Oh? No. Nay, it is the spider again. Nay, nay, alas, nay. Why do they go and move everything every time? True. In character, I'm supposed to be with him, or in his proximity. So finding him is a bit of a necessity. It's weird how I can see so many over there. Unless he's actually in the center bubble, and I'm just stupid. Is he? No, he is not. Hi, Ari. You know, the fun part is that they're going to be seeing my little medallion and me just floating around, and they're just probably being like, what the fuck is going on? But I'm just seeing here. I'm trying to find someone. It is very important. My golly gosh, where the fuck? Tomorrow's antics? You mean for Crystal Isles? There he is. But where? I've heard you. But where are you? On top of here? I heard your voice. But where? Where? Speaketh. Speak? No! Aha! There they are.
And I need to get furniture. Because especially if I'm near you, I need to be near you if you're going to be in the same house. So that way I can, you know, get you food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of eating out. Unless you come to my place.
That is up to Uncle.
I mean my apartment. There is at least that. It still has the fridge and the stove and stuff. It just doesn't have furniture.
Yeah.
Appliances, yes. Furniture, no.
Thankfully, a lot of buildings are on generators now. They're building generators now. You should at least have some power eventually, a little bit. It's not too
I don't have any windows.
Yeah, you're gonna get by windows.
Huh.
Well, I guess window panes, yeah.
Or probably blackout curtains. For the sun.
There's actually blackout curtains that have a lining beam that dampens sound. That helps with sound vibration.
That sounds great. I mean, soundproofing was already going to be a problem.
True. Dude, this wouldn't be an issue if you didn't want the rooftop garden.
I'd like
I know.
if I'm going to be indoctrinated by your culture, I at least want to.
What we need to do is get a shaman to your place. And it, be blessed, I guess. That's if you want to be really traditional about it. Actually, typically, if you want to be actually traditional, you would have a brazier next to your, somewhere in your house with ancestral bones and legacies.
It depends on the type of blessing, given what I am.
The shaman magic and shaman, thing is spiritual and natural in nature, not holy. That's why I couldn't
Okay.
come on that.
Just,
Well,
you know,
mine isn't that, but
making sure.
no, I wouldn't want to be like, all right, consecrate the ground of your. I can't go into that.
Or
It's
my
okay
hand, but I'm in
if
terrible pain.
it's okay if that ever happens. We just need you to go in there close, commit various unholy acts to remember the threat.
They don't sound mad.
Protects the most unholy.
Oh, good.
That
Yeah,
is
careful.
a good thing.
Can't get too unholy.
I should probably
Oh my god.
leave
But
them
I'm
alone.
very religious man.
Totally. Imagine a religious vampire.
I should go the long way so that I am not spotted. Return to camp.
Another one then, please.
Oh my,
Are you a goblin? Or is it
an
just
arachnid. How lovely.
Hi, Mona!
I'm sorry.
That is blinding.
Hello.
Oh, there's somebody there. I can barely see with these lenses.
Flicking off the firelight.
Oh, is something wrong?
You are very blinding, Mona.
Am I really? I don't appear so to my perspective. I will move away from the fire. Does that help?
Much better, thank you.
I will stay this distance then.
Very good to see you
Definitely
here.
covering up something. I'm not entirely
See,
sure what.
I can see this.
I am not certain either.
It's good to have you about here. What? You've been well.
It's good to finally actually meet you.
Oh, we have
I've
not
been,
formally met.
I've been... Yeah. You can call me Kenshi or Kenshi Tora, whichever. I've been hoping to...
Kenshi Tora. It is a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you too.
Okay.
I've been trying to find either you or Vincent to give an actual donation to the guild through, instead of just funneling it all through Kisame.
I see. Well, Kisei is not a official method to donate to the guild. I am sure that
Exactly,
she
I
is
just noticed
more.
that she passes it along.
Ah, is that so? Are you certain she passes it
Yeah.
along, or is she using it for herself?
well, from what she said, she has no need for it, and whatever she gets from selling her Kisame, she's been given to the guild, from what I heard.
Very well. One must be careful with their currency.
I mean, buying her Kisame is a win-win either way.
Yes.
Whether it gets to the guild or not, I just also wanted to make a direct donation at some point if possible.
Of course. I would be happy to accept a donation.
So, would you be able to do it now or later? Or somewhere else? You have something on you?
If Eyes returns, you can give it to him. Are you familiar with
Okay.
Eyes?
Yeah. I
Very
just
good.
needed to know who to give the money to, so I actually could
Yes. I
exercise
would
them
not
once I see him.
be able to hold it for long. It is taxing enough to hold this trinket.
Yeah, I know spirits have some issues with material objects, but
Yes.
wasn't gonna assume that.
It just depends how far we are away from our domains. Greetings, Kisa. How have you been?
Is everything alright?
I am just
I would be at this point.
emotional as of late.
What's your name again?
Ah, I see. I can somewhat understand.
Has something happened to you, my dear?
I do wish you the best. I don't know.
Perhaps not yet. In the process of, well, I found someone who may be able to get me a proper body. At least temporarily.
Is that so?
Yes, some sort of geneticist. May be able to create a flesh color.
Genesis. What genes are you using?
Well, we talked about it, and Ellis said something about starting with a high elf base, and then adding certain things onto it for extra aesthetic and potential mana.
That is quite a good idea. Just be sure that whoever you do take from has a plethora of good genes. Sometimes the race itself isn't a concern. If you have one that has a penchant for
I've got a small
weak
shop vac that I got
bones,
down in my
for instance,
down in my workshop.
could be problematic in the future, or even a weak immune system. Even if you yourself can't be sick, it will be emulated through the body. You wouldn't want your vessel to crumble up and die too soon.
Actually sheds.
Yes.
Oh no, of course not.
Yeah,
Perhaps it would take several tries to at least create something that can be workable in the first place. But
Yes.
apparently Ellis has quite the collection of samples of sorts. To be able to
Very
pull from.
good.
He works on himself that way.
But if you need
Yes. So I'm trying to find a Kirin.
one, by all means.
I'm hoping that a Kirin or perhaps a dragon from my homeland would be able to create horns like I'm used to. Or perhaps some aspects.
Are you trying to create offspring?
Ooh? Well, no, of course not. Well, that is a taboo for quite some time, though. Given the fact that everyone seems to be mingling nowadays, perhaps some of the taboos have gotten less of a problem. Either way, I'm not thinking too far about that. I've only gotten engaged.
Congratulations!
Thank you, Ellie. most recent.
Oh my.
Did I not? I'm sorry, darling. That's your way, Hedwig. I did go around as much as I could.
Oh. The reason why I ask it now, it's only ever more pertinent. Whatever genes you embed into your vessel will affect potential offspring. Even if you might not want any right now, that could change. So perhaps make sure that your vessel is either fertile, infertile, or have the ideal effect for your child. Although, in truth, I have heard of certain spirits be able to come to terms without a vessel. Although, that is quite rare. Quite specific
Oh, yes.
means must be met. Ones that I personally am not willing to go through.
Oh, yes, of course. That's understandable. And this is actually something Alice spoke about with me when we had our first consultation.
Oh, is that
So
so?
I believe I'm sticking with it. Oh, yes, apparently, if the vessel... Well, at the time, the flesh golem will probably deteriorate to some extent, so I'll probably need another in the future.
I
So
see.
different things can be created to test out new opportunities.
It is a flesh golem. Yes, those do not last long.
Ah, indeed. Yes, I shall have to have a steady source of mana in the meanwhile. And he offered one of the stasis pods to keep it, but it seems a bit strange to just leave my body with someone in downtime and have to go and get it every single time, so I will probably not do that unless I need to.
Well, it can be quite thrilling sometimes. Although, none is bold enough to try for me.
Is that so?
Although, that likely has... It is likely also because... that is the most me there is. So the idea that someone would go after my cadaver is...
Oh. No, I do
especially
understand that.
intimate.
Oh, yes.
Plus, I would likely try and kill them first.
I have no doubt. And you would succeed.
Inevitably.
They're just discussing about how pizza is.
I would say I would be similar if I had a body of my own as such. Though, given what I am, allowing other people to touch me is sort of a norm.
Yes.
Is there difficult to smoke when...
Born as this. Or were you something else before? Do you know?
Oh? As far as I know, I was simply what I am currently, a pipe.
I see.
I simply gained a soul after enough time.
Sometimes wavering essences can latch on to things. If you were a living person at one point, that would be the best genes to collect. Obviously.
Yes. Of course. Unfortunately, I am not like Shinobu. Over there, as far as I know, I started out as a pipe and became a person, rather than the other way around.
Yes. It is quite hard to find such things out, even if it were true. Those of us who don't wake up next to cadavers, I mean.
Ah, yes. As far as I can tell, I gained quite a number of traits from the courtesans at the Matsubaya, so I believe I simply took bits of their personality when I was creating my soul.
Perhaps. Different regions form different ghosts, after all.
There were quite a number of spirits, actually, in Yoshiwara. They were nice to talk to.
As hard as it may be,
But as far as I can tell, I am not one of them.
but that time
Alas,
At least in that sense.
I hope that I get to meet more that are like you. Your presence is
My favorite.
refreshing.
Oh, as do I.
In need of alchemical.
I actually did meet another Skimogami recently.
Yes,
Nolan
that's
Osaka.
Need of the alchemical side.
Yeah, so they would not tell me what exactly they are. It was to keep it secret.
of
I
course.
suppose I will.
I understand.
I know I'll ever have need of such a thing.
Sometimes surprises are
Sure to look you up at that.
preferable.
You never know.
Oh, yes, of course. Leon, what has got you so emotional lately then?
I
Quite curious.
would prefer not to talk about it presently,
Ah,
as I
I see.
pardon me.
I must say.
Oh, I see. Well, if at any point you can, darling, you certainly have people to talk to.
Thank you. It's nice to be appreciated.
And it is good to see you. It feels like it has been some time.
Well, I think I could see you through these lenses. I can't properly tell anymore. You'll have to forgive me. I believe you are the guild mistress that everyone speaks of, yes, dear? A pleasure to make your acquaintance, dear. Pleasure to meet you as well, Madam Mona. I believe that's what I've heard you called, yes. I'm Mrs. Ann Leading, though most people call me Mrs. Leading. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, dear.
No, I've been bedridden for the past 2 days.
By the way, I do love your form. It is quite wondrous to see. It is quite beautiful. You do take good care of yourself.
The large setting. I found I got a hydraulic blade put through my chest.
Don't worry. I don't think I'm much fishing either. Unfortunately.
Yes. I still feel the hole.
There's a reason I wear my mask. I do apologize if I am bothering. No.
Even though you but you can still feel it?
I see.
Yeah. I hate it. One of the worst.
It is difficult enough trying not to scream.
Mr. Vital Organ.
You are playing with fire. I suggest not flirting with me as a moment.
No one likes being stabbed. I hope.
I was not intentionally trying to flirt. I apologize.
Well, no one likes
That wasn't my intention at all.
you do.
I don't need to.
By the way,
Me to get used to it, then I don't.
Lovely to see you again, mistress.
Luckily, I think we have different lines of work, so I
It's
don't
good
have to
to
worry
see you as well, Mona.
Hey, you were what, soldier? No, same work.
So much.
Mercenary.
Hey, Mona.
agents and our...
So yes, I suppose I'm going to this lying fort to seek out the loot.
Yeah, very good.
So, yeah, this is our...
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm gonna head out.
It was nice getting to see you as well.
How are you doing, Finley?
I'm
I hope you're going in the correct direction. Now, given the nature of that place,
Understandable, considering
there isn't many of the types that would
the circumstances.
have
didn't
you
tell you
such
so.
as that come around.
Very well.
You should see the state of my shit. If there's like bloody bandages and shit, I
I
think
know.
pretty obvious.
I know that loot.
If you want, you can join me. I'm gonna tell her the stuff that we took.
What kind of spellcaster is Ludwig?
My other chest plate.
Look at him.
There's no point in repairing it.
Darling,
I'm just-
he is one of the
It's
owners
trophy
of something
piece
called
now.
Bardic Circle.
Oh, that.
I'm gonna head out.
I need to find a spot to talk. It's obvious.
Their body language indicates stress. They also looked upset when they gazed upon me. They are definitely mad.
Over here. Okay. I'll wait for you. Yes, it's a branch. Okay. Alright, so I talked to Finley and told him everything that happened. They went to go check on me and everything. And they got talked to one of the officers. They didn't give that much information outside of their appearance that they are connected to me. And half their name, they so it would be Finn. We did forget about one thing though. My suit. So they have the symbol.
I specifically told them when they asked where he worked that he worked as security with NDAs, so that they don't know where.
They talk about my
The suit. If they know you work for security. And they have the symbol. They know.
Yes.
This. It isn't your fault. It's mine. I'm sorry.
On the bright side, I haven't actually gotten any advertisements.
Technically the only one I know of. Well, that's like literally a sticker on a board.
That's all there. And I can pull that one at least easily.
Outside of that, we have come up with a plan for my living situation. Mostly to do with me using mine, but safe houses, and generally casting illusion magic. Different.
Enforcers. If they were trained against
I would have to still stay away from monsters. They would be able to tell.
Yes.
Not all of them can, but more of the higher ranked. Unfortunately, I know all of those, so it's technically still good side of Odin.
And that means they know you. They will know how you think. In truth, this was an inevitability at one point. Their involvement, I mean. I just didn't think it would be this century. I seem to have really made a mess of things.
Unfortunate.
The...
Very touching.
No. I never would have. Deliberately.
I know.
I don't think you. If I did, you'd have a very angry vampire.
I thought you were just being nice.
I will probably feel angry at some point.
I
not
am deserving of your anger. Both of you.
Or not.
Even if
I'm thankful you took them.
he is a dear friend, I would never deliberately harm him. Nor would I ever let anyone touch him. Outside of you.
By the way, I don't know if you know any of the answers, but the one that talked to him is Blood Fury, so that's gonna be it.
Oh. That isn't good.
I do know that I can cast magic. That I can turn into a bird. That was kind of how I got away.
I see. Can you only take the form of a bird? Oh, good.
That's good.
So
You can
I'd like
mix it
to
up.
maybe make people think I can only be a bird for now.
Clever. Whenever something bad happens, you can change when no one is looking. Well, at the very least, it will take some time before they actually can charge the home.
I know. Well, then at least they still need approval.
That might be easier to get now.
Yes. They were chopping a bit for, so.
I'm sure they were.
I checked around the city. A lot of the more affluent members of any city are not.
Not.
Skedaddled too. Yeah.
Of course they did. My father was the same. Any sight of a hardship, they just flitter away like a butterfly from one flower to the next.
They'll most likely still have their fingers in the pie that's not there.
Of course.
They'll come back once things clear up, probably.
Which means
I'm sure all of them have winter houses.
Yes. It means that they're the ones that could not afford to be directly in charge of construction, along with enforcement.
That... I'm not sure if it would be wise to invest energy in assisting, if I even could.
I think investing energy in assisting Burrow
Would be what?
Probably gonna ignore it. The Burrow.
That I should help the Burrow, or no?
Yes. Yes.
I can't do it candidly. Someone has to explain what's actually happening. Or... Daidama will... paint it as something else. And if you're around, most likely I won't accidentally strangle the populace. Hopefully.
The way to go about it, if you're gonna do it in a cultural sense, is through a smaller population of shamans. They're most likely trying to commune right now, to ask for aid. Some fashion, good fortune, lack of rain, something.
I will need help. Problem sleuthing.
I'll provide what I can. Yes.
Because most of what I do, no matter how much happy, smiley paint I put over it, I affect things. I can't provide water without it being poison or blood. I can't provide shelter without it being covered in thorns.
So the way to go about it is that if the only thing that you can do is make it a negative, figure out the places which the negative beneficial, and provide it.
I could kill specific people. But that might not. What did you mean?
If all you can provide is shelter, and when the shelter they provide has thorns, currently are dealing with.
They're dealing with what?
Looters.
Looters.
Rioters.
So, barbed wire.
Yes.
I can do that.
Especially if you make it look like Bloodvein.
Well, I can't control whether it's Bloodvein or not. It has to be Bloodvein. That is my conduit.
If that is the case, then this should be easier. I thought that will provide the right cultural backing.
It could. What matters is who is there first to control the narrative, or who is strong enough to wrench the narrative out of other hands. But you going anywhere near there is a death sentence. Or at the very least, other people's death sentence. As I wouldn't let them come near you. But at the same time, that many enforcers would be troublesome. I wouldn't be at my full power. I'd be stronger there than here. But it is nothing close to the home.
I could try propaganda.
True. Also proxies.
Proxies. Who can you contact safely?
I know some people.
Are you sure
Family, some other things.
you can trust them? I know how he works. I've seen people sell their sons to him.
There is a smaller faction within the borough that is traditional. They're decentralized, don't have really a focus. They just grumble about the lack of tradition.
That could work. I am not certain. If you staying at the home would be a good idea. Any longer.
No. I already decided out.
I am sure that they would be waiting along the outskirts. Even if I'm able to protect you within, I would not be as strong at the borders.
Especially if they feel like the approval they seek is here, they're probably circling it.
Most likely. Any one of them I kill will just be used against me. But I have to defend myself. I'm sure they will use that. Just like before. Are there any more that are like you? Ones I shouldn't
There are
kill.
retired I need to check if they're still there. I don't know if she left her.
Very good.
If they are, though.
I can make a kidnapping look like a death. No problem.
I would need to explain a lot of things, like...
That's fine. If I am able to kidnap them and bring them to the heart of the manor, I doubt there would be much they could do.
I would rather not terrify someone, not a bad person.
Sure. I'm just thinking of the possibility of a friend of yours was sent to kill me.
Ah, that's weird. I was thinking of just contacting the doctor about it.
Oh, well, that would be good too. But if one isn't able to happen, then it's good to have a backup plan. Don't worry. The Mars of a giant killer plant is actually quite gentle if one is careful enough.
I'm gonna need new clothes. So you're gonna see me in different outfits soon.
Oh boy, what kind?
I don't know.
Probably a
What
style you wouldn't normally wear.
That would be smart. Honestly, I think that you need to hide your tusks somehow. That will be your main iconifier.
Our current plan is to kind of give a full illusionary makeover.
Oh, that would do well.
Technically, for both of us.
I would go bigger rather than smaller, personally. Because they might think you're desperate enough to file them down. But if you change the entirety of your face, I'm sure it would fool most.
What we're gonna do is, different orc. Different tusk shape.
Very good.
Different hairstyle, different clothing style.
You will have to speak different to Loop.
It's only if I'm around Thornwell. I don't think here would matter.
Well, I suppose that's true. It's not as though anyone was wandering within Thornwell outside of you, Finley. They probably think that you're the only person who lives there. So we probably have nothing to worry about on that front.
I basically just went to his apartment and then rushed out of the city.
Yes.
It shouldn't have been able to track me anywhere I actually live.
What I worry of is that they might start exploring other populated areas that they think that you might frequent.
They would, but it would be covert. They couldn't, muscle the way into things. They don't have the authority in other locations.
Most likely they'll be casual. Or they might publicly mock you a terrorist. Wait, no, that's actually possible.
Yes, it is.
Oh dear.
Yes. That is very...
The only saving
the
grace.
way they were... They made it seem like you were in trouble. As in, you caused some kind of trouble when they talked to me about it.
The only saving spot. Particularly regard. Right away. Is that, by the very nature of what happened, they probably don't, at least until they get the propaganda machine going, both spirits are bad, that don't want to publicize what it was. That it was supernatural and cause. So they might not talk about it, at least for a little while, until they figure out the narrative that they do.
Yes. Very likely they Won't try to pin one of us as the catalyst.
They might do, they might say that organization, city.
They might go after the traditionalists, too. Or they would just say that you summoned a demon. Not technically inaccurate. I'm just no demon.
They might do that. Oh, there.
I'm not that sneaky.
Apparently.
When one is around someone that they trust, often they stop trying to seek out the sounds they make. Thus, stealthier. Yes.
Terrorist organization. Terrorist. Or summoning mishap.
Yes.
They could attribute to that.
They might consider it a terrorist summoning.
Those two words together for some reason. Disconcerting.
It's actually quite bad, as much as I laugh.
It is.
If we do the traditionalist thing they wanted to soon, they might connect the two.
Most likely.
Before they start their narrative. If we let them start their narrative and then do it, then it's two forces instead of just one.
Unfortunately, though, oftentimes for situations such as this, the first person to speak will have supreme dominance over the narrative.
They need the Dynamo family. Needs the borough to maintain their position.
They do.
If chemically said they still need. So as soon as someone threatens that position, they're gonna get desperate.
Desperation leads to sloppy decisions.
There's already been discontent from the borough for the long time. A lot of people viewed them as a plant. This is a bit
Ah, good.
ineffectual. Unless you're pro High City. I'm pro that. We just need to get the apathetic to actually give a shit out of the younger bunches apathetic because of change.
If you go at it at two fronts, it might work better than one. Not just accounting for the what actually happened. If you also call out the fact of the High City didn't prepare the infrastructure for something like this, that might help with people who are on the fence.
That is true. And especially since the borough was less hit than the High City. They do look competent.
It is curious that the Daidama family wouldn't protect the people that they claim so much to care about.
That's why it could probably help a lot. I don't think it would be too hard to convince people, is what I mean. The thought is already in their head, it's just it hasn't been pushed.
The only thing that I worry of.
So right now, everyone is restructuring, panicking, trying to fix everything. There is anger under the surface. This needs to be out.
Just need to point it at a certain direction.
Unfortunately, it can cause the same effect as the other. There could be people who will do things that aren't very smart. And they could get hurt. Or incarcerated.
Yeah.
People getting hurt and incarcerated is inevitable.
Yes.
That will probably happen anyways.
My guess, there will be... Even if we didn't do what we will. Knowing them, they would start pushing the blame upon another. He has been fighting for cultural superiority for a while now. He's just trying to make sure others follow in his stead. And that's hard to do. Considering the matter of his birth.
They might do outside force. Might say it's something not them, not in the not of them. Acting outside. Try to create a what was it? Common enemy.
Maybe.
Well, that's why we wouldn't want to fight them on what it is alone. What caused this alone, but also fight on the idea that they didn't prepare properly, but that their people are suffering because of them. Their poor planning.
The good old straw man fallacy. Give them enough talking points to shut them up. Even if it's not relevant to the current conversation. Make everyone scream loud enough.
Yep. I've been there for a few riots. It's not that hard to start one.
No, it's the right punch.
I can make the population more educated too.
If you help them, bro, establish peace without them, it will create that narrative also. That they didn't prevent it. They didn't prevent it.
Especially if you're using blood vines, because at that point, we can even say that even the spirits are more helpful than the High City.
True. True.
Especially considering the fact that the High City is against them.
And if there happens to be any spirit that goes contrary to the narrative, I will just eat them. Simple.
Fair.
I would prefer if you just eated them, but...
I can't exorcise. I am a spirit. I either kill it or let it live.
How about you just call me?
Fine. No lunch for me.
Actually, if we get the spirit on our side at that point, better.
It wouldn't be hard. Although...
Especially how they're treated over there.
Yes, providing an opportunity to not be hunted day and night would be quite enticing to most. The only issue that you will come across is having to get through their own baggage first. I could help with that. I could Put them in a chokehold. Force them to listen.
Just
Oh, right. You can do that.
yes.
Finally, someone else will get to figure out how annoying you are.
Yes. At least there's a plan.
It is a quite good plan. But inevitably, they are going to bring the fact that it was spirits who did this, inevitably. It is hard to look away from the fact that my hatred is everywhere.
Surely.
It is.
That's why we have to get ahead of it.
Yes. Do not let them get a chance to spin the narrative. We must act quick. How long will
If
it
we can
take?
start on the for preventing businesses from being looted with the blood vines. I can start on the propaganda.
The merchants would be happy with that. But I am sure that plenty of other civilians would be wrathful at the loss of food.
That isn't
would.
as hard to fix as you think.
Just bring food.
It's only... It would be having to set up, places for them to get it easily. More easily than
Relief
looting.
kitchens.
I see. Well, I can do that. What I was going to do as well was protect the homes. Provide
That too.
roofing. Maybe I can grow the vines thick enough that they resemble something else. It would take a lot of energy, though. This was something I have been doing incrementally for a long time. The point was to grow my power, not necessarily to expend it. I will be weaker as a result.
If you get the guild house, everyone else can pull up the slack of, and that's it.
True. We can employ the other MMR members to defend the estate. Still, I am only saying, I have not once risked myself in such a manner. It will be frightening for me. I will still do it,
I know.
obviously. But I will be more exposed now than I ever have been. And they will notice that quite quickly.
There will be a lot more if you pull in a lot of you. Making plans. Your territory will grow smaller. Spirits will power vacuum.
They would. Although, if you bring me around, we can remedy some of the spirits. Some. I doubt that you and I alone will be able to help with all of them.
Most likely they would be either spirits of the dead that have not been able to get close to the city because of you, or nature spirits in the mountains going down its valley.
The nature spirits I am only slightly worried of. For now, they would need quite a few generations to catch up.
Yes.
Do you know anyone else who who could help you with it?
Um,
Either of you?
there is technically Vincent, but he's a bit preoccupied at the moment. We have the various MMR members, but admittedly, I don't have many friends. I wasn't very good at making them until this one came along. I am not worried about spirits invading my home. They will just be a good snack. I am worried about the spirits invading the burrow, however.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sadly don't really know anyone that's good with spirits.
Yes. Especially if the narrative we are trying to spin is that spirits are good. Exorcising them doesn't exactly agree with that narrative.
It would be the most ideal to find someone who would be good at calming them.
Wait. Maggie has a companion. I have to speak to a child to save my life. How funny that. She has a companion who is a spirit friend adjacent is the best way I could describe it. They aren't an exorcist, but you know, what was it? A shrine maiden? Something of that sort. I forget.
That could work.
It could help.
Yeah. At least they're experienced in calming them. I
Hopefully.
might be able to get Ivanka to help me with, setting up some kind of soup kitchen or something. I can ask her about it at least.
We need to use every resource we can. This also means that very likely we can't leave the other members in the dark. As annoying of a prospect that is, as I am 100% certain that none of them can keep their mouths shut. Except for Kisei. I trust Kisei.
Try to tell them to leave this alone. Hopefully they listened. I haven't looked at comms in a few days.
Hopefully they did, because if they did do something, we might be in a lot of a deeper mess than we might know. But if they told you, rather if you told them not to do it, I doubt that someone would.
I did. I made it very clear I didn't want them to do anything. I'd leave this alone, that Eyes would be okay.
Very good.
But thankfully, he is. I wasn't lying.
I'm certain that they will actually follow orders. Editor's note. They didn't!
Hopefully. I mean, I know I'm new to being a department head, but I still am one.
You are. And you've been doing a good job.
The newest department.
I'm trying.
It is easy to tell.
But, thankfully, I'm old. I'm a little bit more experienced.
Age comes with a lot of, usually, experience.
Experience in one way or another. Whether it's a skill or emotional control.
I wish I had that part. The control. I only became aware of my emotions, really. Or well, usually spirits along my path don't really get out of it. Granted, they don't always have a splash of cold water forced upon their face. If you're going to make the gesture, at least commit.
You're the one not committing.
What? I made spider fingers at you, not a bro fist. You initiated.
Oh.
You know the propaganda that is in the Dynamo family and forces is abjectly hilarious considering how they talk about you.
How do they talk about me? I'm putting on my gag in advance.
Boogeyman. Thing to be put down.
Mm-hmm.
Danger. Good service. Society.
If we're to be technical, before you came along, it wasn't inaccurate. Aside from the being put down part, he needs to die first, at least. Well, one of them has to be murdered, at least.
Technically, they didn't talk about you like you're an actual person, mostly thing.
Most don't.
That's where I got in trouble. I decided to talk to you. How dare I?
That is when... Oh.
It was when we met.
I hadn't realized you were still a part of them when we first met.
Technically. Mostly on the outs, I believe. Kind of hard to leave. I managed to pull it off, but, you know, kind of up in the smokes now. But hey, I still got the severance package.
You did.
My assets are probably frozen.
Now you might get a severance package. Or at least I'll try.
This is why being paranoid, good.
Yes. Paranoia is a gift.
When you're paranoid. When you're paranoid.
Yes.
My assets are probably frozen, but I have enough things somewhere, so I at least feed both my dogs.
You can siphon some of the guild funds, all things considered. You are being security in protecting me. What a valiant little knight you are. True. I wouldn't ask that of you, but if you offer...
Well...
He is your boyfriend.
He is my boyfriend.
Yes.
Not boyfriend.
Too late.
Dare you break it?
Too late. It's over.
I didn't say it.
It doesn't matter. I win.
But you did. They're gonna live this down. She outlives me.
Yes.
I also outlive you. By a lot.
True.
It's simple, just become a spirit with me.
Don't require me to die.
I mean, later, when it comes naturally. Why not? Be a protector of your generation. and the generations after.
Boop.
Boop.
Yeah, this is unfair. Your fears are like the size of my.
Oh, sorry, I'm just more monstrous than usual. I would be smaller if I could.
I think it's fine. This is technically how I first met you. Well, you're a little more monstrous.
Yes,
Monstrous quotation.
monstrous.
Still amusing to me. Coming out of the wall. Bonk.
Yeah, you really blew the wind out of my sails. Well, how did you explain this to the guild?
I didn't.
Ah,
I just said it's none of your fucking business.
polite of them.
No, they asked, I just didn't answer.
Ah, I see.
I'm sure at
Call
some
that
point
a
they'll start to ask me.
Wait a minute.
But
We're the only...
said
We should head back.
Well, from there.
Oh, good. Not technically a department head, but close enough.
but we should probably head back soon.
Most likely.
I can go ahead and head back sooner if you still need to talk about what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a minute.
Yes. And you're welcome for that, by the way.
For what?
That was my idea.
Oh,
His little phaser rings.
I got at least help with that.
You're welcome. Emphasis on the come part. Come and come well.
I just realized we lost
Huh?
the barrel of loot.
No!
Is that my place?
Chill. Relax. Relax. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. It's just lube. Put on the gag. It's okay.
So we want to tell them.
I don't want to, but we may have to. Especially if they have your guild symbol. It won't be hard to find us. It is not as though I was particularly subtle in regards of not using the surname.
That symbol. True, you were being very forward with it.
I was taunting him. I didn't think that something like this would happen, to be honest. I thought that I would still have a lead. And him talking about me, all of them talking about me and dreading how open I was, provided a delicious sort of energy. It's quite fun being a kind of enemy that you can't really speak about. The more you dread me, the more you feed me. It's kind of overpowered.
Question.
Yes.
You can go in people's.
Yeah.
You need to be near them.
Well, technically, all that you need to do is be I'll just rip off the band-aid. Anyone who drank the blood vein vine, I am near. I'm inside them.
You wanna...
What?
I have done that.
I know. I can tell who has and who hasn't. Things are easier to do, considering it was a consensual consummation. It's like a little baby possession, just circling around in there.
That doesn't answer the question. What do we do?
Oh!
To tell them.
Well, I could do it in a dream, is what I was getting at. I'm already near them. I could technically provoke it. Whoever drank more is just more energy for clearer imagery. I just can't exactly remove the scary part.
Can you make them scary?
I could. Oh, I could. Eyes, I could. Although, when I do that, it will expunge whatever energy that they had consumed. So we only have one shot until the populace continues drinking the blood vein vine.
You could, technically, because shamans would have drank that more than anybody. Guide people on their...
Oh, so I target them specifically.
They are cultural leaders. You give them a prophetic dream.
Very well. Then we need to make sure that the message we send is very particular and precise. So we will need to workshop it. And just for fun, let's wait for a full moon. It won't be long. Actually, it's tonight, so we should be quick about it. The reason why is because I could, for a small period of time, make the moon red. Make it match the dream.
I don't know if that would be the best idea. It would probably cause panic in the populace.
Yes, but then who would they go to? Their cultural leaders, whom have had a dream of such things.
That's fair. I will say...
It will make it more credible.
Billy would time start soup kitchen, the information, all that.
You want that to happen first?
Yes, you helping everyone with this as they're defending them. Do you think that would be better? Do you think helping them would be better first, or do you think prophetic dream first?
Prophetic dream first, in my opinion. Because if it seems like a prophecy, then they will be much more willing to listen and lend an ear. And it would be much faster. And less suspicious. And less likely to get Finley picked up.
If you manage to make the dream, because you only can do negative. Then if you do negative, but if you manage to stick in there, message of nature will help, minds will help. Let's do it. That would help.
I could provide them a false future. One where they do not assist the Daidama family. Rather, the ones that... If they were to side with the Daidama family, then all of the spirits would die, and so too nature with it. A slow, painful death. Of starvation, destruction, desolation, and eventually, subjugation.
Medically not inaccurate.
No, I'm not lying to them.
Actually, what do we say in the guild?
Perhaps the truth. That being said,
I know at least some. I know at least some of them are worried about you. They don't hate you or for you, but worried.
I am not sure if I'm comforted by that. A part of me is happy, but a part of me considers them foolish. That being said,
For not being heard.
yes, I think you foolish too, although I am still happy.
You'll be surprised what a fool can do.
I've seen many fools perform many foolish acts. But, you should warn them about the Enforcer's uniforms, I think. Specifically that they shouldn't interact with them and probably vacate if they see them.
Especially if they're a spirit.
Yes. Like Kisegawa.
I know a couple of those.
She's weak.
Well, they would be able to snuff her out pretty easy.
Like breathing out a candle flame. Hello. Oh,
Good evening, madam.
I didn't mean
You're
to
welcome.
startle you.
Via's just deep in thought.
Ah, I see.
Finishing up some ruin research, so she can give it to Elise.
Oh, quite good. I'm quite happy to hear that.
Very, very useful, Via's finding. Maybe could be used self as protection magic. For, you know, special protection. If Via can figure out that much.
Yes.
Because can protect self from burning from fire, but has not figured out past that yet.
I see. Each individual problem requires a specific solution. This, for instance, protects from my screams. I am a bit emotionally volatile right now.
Perhaps a symbol for protection placed upon earplugs which are meant to protect ears. Send little mana through that might be helpful at the very least. Not sure though. Not sure
It depends.
either.
Maybe. I have not personally tested such things, mostly because if it were false, dramatic results.
Anyway, this is all theoretical at the moment.
Yes. But important questions nonetheless. Yes. I am going to ask a question of our companions.
Pleasure to meet you, Pente.
When?
Yes.
When?
Whatever you want.
Mm.
Later, it can be now.
To note, Wolfram is not here. Neither is Casey. They both left about 30 minutes ago.
Not now then. We have mostly guests as of the moment. We should address it with the proper members.
We can organize something. Well,
perhaps.
Right, I still need to change my name. You should probably change your face.
Yeah.
It's
totally will not call you by your name.
not a legal name change. Your name. It's
Just username.
important. Oh, that, yes.
Username on the chat room, so that way the names are not inside of the logs.
Then we'll have to wipe them, alas.
You could archive them first.
I could. On a private server, at least. I don't want someone to be able to reach it.
Dr. Elise.
Jesus. You. The weight of that coffin gets heavy after some time.
I'm surrounded by so many friends!
Something metaphorical about that.
Well, till my shop opens, then I'll be able to...
Not urgent, but important.
Very well. We don't live together anymore, so you're gonna have to either
Hello.
talk to me about it.
Most people can have their
Puppy.
I know. I'm not crashing and rolling. I'm okay, all things considered.
Good.
Oh, well, I mean, at least they're alive. Just kind of adjusting, go to a base.
To be fair, at least I dropped it in water, at least
Have we met?
I don't think we have, no, but I take it, given the energy, that you are the guild mistress?
That is correct. My name is Madame Mona Didama. Don't mind the gag. I'm in a bit of a emotionally volatile state. I am a banshee. Any scream of mine is lethal.
I figure that's for the best. Yes, I had agents' eardrums ruptured before.
I wish that was all I did. What?
I saw you were wearing the jag as a fashion accessory for a minute.
Oh, no. Although it is quite cute. It is a heart shape.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a box of them that weren't.
Yes, but
This one's quite special. The pleasure,
I am Hezekiah.
hopefully,
Officer
will be mutual.
For the most part, yes. I mean, I'm always open to meeting new people, given everything.
As am I.
I believe you've already met Scaris, one of the other officers, and one of my friends.
Oh, yes, I have.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you and the other guild members here. Seems to be a relaxing campsite you have going.
For now, yes. It will not be the mainstay area. The proper guild house is still under construction. It should be done soon, in fact.
Well, that's good to know. At least there'll be somewhere to regularly visit. I've heard bits and pieces from my agents and, well, the card that I was handed from one of the others. Would you be able to give me a breakdown of exactly the purposes?
The purposes
No,
of
secondhand talk.
what?
The guild here.
Oh, well, here at Modern Mythic Relations, or MMR for short, we strive to bridge the connection between the races, whether it be platonic, romantic, diplomatic, micro, or macro. In addition, in order to help assist this bridge, we are specializing in exporting a plethora of either devices or tonics or anything in between in order to help assist in civil living. After all, one could not even handshake an earth elemental safely. Crush the fingers' bones in one firm grip. And that's no way to treat a friend or a stranger. Of course, there is the more lucrative side of it as well. But it is not the only focus. It's just my favorite part, personally.
Yes, I know an ancient Wanasphere that would probably like to hang out. If she could leave us spring.
Oh, I was quite excited for a moment there. I love meeting others of my kin. But I understand that it is difficult to leave one's domain. I am only here by consequence of a specific circumstance which I won't specify.
No need to. But it is, nice to have such a calming atmosphere given, well, everyone here comes from a different walk of life. Or on life.
Yes. I am quite fond of how comforting the place is. It is what atmosphere I try to promote most. Well, that and terror, carousal, of course.
Understood.
You are human, yes?
Indeed, yes.
Lovely. Those are my favorite.
I make sure you have nothing to fret about.
I've had my fair share of run-ins with other entities. Yukiona almost froze me solid one time. That ended poorly.
Personally, I have a ulterior motive in making this guild.
As does most people, but it's a little selfish of us to start up in things, but we help as much as we can, right?
Yes. But honestly, I figured that if I had made a guild of this variety, then it would flock together a lot of people with different answers. And perhaps I would find a way to not be a virgin anymore without killing my partner.
I could hide this so easily.
Well, that's quite the ordeal to go through.
Yes.
Well, I hope
Alas, it is even a single touch, even with the ectogasm, allowing spirits to actually contact with the living. Even a single touch is lethal. And on top of that, my moans are such too. It's quite a vexing prospect.
Well, unfortunately, we would be quite incompatible in my bedroom.
Ah, for now, yes. Until I find a solution. One day, perhaps. The gag is cute, but I would like a more permanent solution. In terms of safety.
And if you want to know what often...
Well, if you ever need some type of research material or how things interact,
You're
not like
offering.
that. I mean, no, I mean, I usually do things of the holy nature, and if you need magic type of... You know, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut now, and,
Well, if you need assistance with that, I could provide a gag. You could borrow mine if you want.
Oh dear. I could also just...
I don't know how to respond to that one.
If you are not comfortable, I will cease.
No, that's...
Oh, so I have your
I'm
permission.
fine, actually. I'm definitely... You know what? Fair enough, fair enough. It's fine. I can... Slides right off.
So are you a good boy or a bad boy?
There's no right answer to that question.
I'm just figuring out whether or not he is obedient or a
You're
bad.
not helping. Shh.
Oh, who's in there?
That would be the Archangel of Nature telling me that I'm not quoting that.
Oh, hello, Archangel of Nature. Are you interested in a throuple?
She's questioning that. She's never heard that word before. Ariel, I don't feel like we want to know at the same time as I know you want to know.
Well, I'd be more than happy to explain. A throuple would be a third partner in a sexual engagement, or romantic, whichever.
Yes. I remember that quite well.
Oh, okay. She doesn't actually do that sort of thing.
Alas.
Followers.
Alas. You never know, some angels are not exactly bound to the whole set of the scene.
More of the nature kind.
I
Thinks that everything is in her domain sort of deal.
Alas, I am quite outside of it.
The authorities will get involved depending on what you play.
Yes.
They won't. It's classical.
According to her, I would be the goodest voice. Yes. I'm not. No, don't.
Such a good boy.
Anyways.
I'm gonna go ahead and get going. You said
Not to worry. I can't touch you properly unless I equip the ectogasm. But I can do other things.
Oh, the classics. They are well
I think I'm good, but good to know.
Well, if you ever want to have a massage on the heart, let me know.
Here's the bag that it's all in.
I think I'm good for now. Also, I don't know what kind of weird interactions would happen given everything.
Take the bag and
thank you very much.
I love to experiment, but with all of the knowledge at hand first. So that is quite wise of you.
I can just get a new one if needed.
Yes.
I will stop toying with you now. But do let me know if you are interested.
Depending on how many people you're gonna be, depending on how many people you spread that around, it should last a while.
You need not explain.
Yeah, it should last a while.
You never need to provide an answer for if you are uncomfortable or unwilling. No is enough.
natural jury actually do it. No, you're perfectly fine. A little flustered, if anything, but that's
No. That is actually one of the things we promote here. It is not a shameful thing. I did not take any offense. It is simply a state of something that we promote here. If someone is not comfortable with the situation and they say no, you simply stop. No questions asked. No one should have to explain themselves. Simple.
Oh, I just got pinged.
You got pinged? By what?
Anyways.
Oh, police and Echo said hello.
Oh! Tell them I said hello.
Actually,
Anyways, it's a pleasure to see you again, madame, but I'm afraid I must take my leave.
It is good to see you
Good night, and I
again.
will see you again.
Rest well, my dear.
You as well.
Yes?
Have a good night, Z. Hopefully see you over
Should we
Yes.
have a, like, organize a department head meeting for the thing we need to talk about?
Probably.
Or just go straight into it?
Warn the department heads first. Then we have a proper one with the rest.
Okay. That's... okay.
You get to the apartment.
Why not? My first?
I guess I'll continue around the circle of interactions.
Every guild has their fascinating prospects. Things rarely are calm for long.
That makes it all the more entertaining, dearie.
Well, of course.
The ship's kind of like that.
I wouldn't have lived as long as I have been doing what I've been doing without wanting some entertainment from time to time, of course.
Yes.
Apparently, according to some people, a lot of people have different definitions of entertainment from myself. Which is very disappointing on my end.
It also doesn't help that you smell so nice.
What does he smell like?
Time to actually take a shower.
I'd quite like to know this too. I don't have the ability.
I guess that's hard to describe a little bit.
That I understand.
He smells very masculine.
Musky, I knew it.
Come here, Mona. Come here.
Yes.
I'm not actually doing this. Bonk.
Rest assured, I'm not actually doing this either.
Can be an actually good smell.
That does nothing for me outside of the cold.
I know. But it makes me feel better.
I've met a wide variety of spectral entities, but yours, one quite as such as yourself, I do believe I've had the interest in buying into.
We don't tend to get out much.
Do you mind me asking what you are?
A banshee. Other one that's been able to live quite a long time.
I haven't actually heard of a banshee before. That's quite interesting.
You haven't? We're quite popular in media. We are a ghost that... Oh, you are ignorant to such things?
Well, I wouldn't have asked to join this guild if I didn't want to learn things.
I see. To sum it up, we are ghosts, usually brides who had died upon their wedding nights, in gruesome, horrible, mangled ways. And we have a death causing scream.
I
Sucks the life out of people.
That is interesting. I never think I've been more fascinated by something in my life. Well, besides, well, my predicament with the mask, but otherwise.
What? Is it stuck?
That is very interesting. Cursed, actually. The entire clothing. Can't take it off, don't know what I am, prevents any memories, and it makes me behave like a bird.
I don't know if this is crude to ask, but how do you pee? You can just not answer.
Prestidigitation, heavy prestidigitation spells.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
I'm your problem.
Yes, it takes a great deal of time to gather the materials for such a thing. But
Oh dear.
I'm able to clean myself.
Very good. That is dreadful, actually. That is probably one of the worst curses I've ever heard of.
I'm able to clean myself, thankfully, to a very sterile degree, but that's the issue with the catalyst. But I actually had a variety of prestidigitation made for such a thing. Thankfully, my guild sisters didn't mind helping me at the time, but that was some time ago.
I see.
I recently learned that spell.
Do tell, do tell.
Did
There's
you learn
a
that other
spirit here.
spell?
Oh, yes, I did. Not particularly good at it, but I can cast it now. There's a spirit here named Kisei. She knows, she taught me prestidigitation.
Wonderful.
Basically things that you've heard about.
It's a very useful thing to learn. I can't cast it myself. I have to use a runic glove with a mana gathering enchant on it that allows me to, well, force the mana into a spell to cast it. Usually a scroll.
What I learned from her, though, is apparently the incantation for prestidigitation, you can use any words in it as long as it's interchangeable.
Yes.
Pretzels on vacation.
Prestidigitation. That too.
That's a good one. I like it. If you like, dear, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to learn more about you in due time. I can understand you being the guild mistress. You're a very busy woman, so I won't take too much of your time, but, well, you've got my interest.
So long as you're not trying to exorcise me, I see no reason to be reluctant.
Absolutely not, dear. Absolutely not, dear. I won't
Very
think of
good.
it.
At least that's when it's on all fours.
Then I have no qualms.
Wonderful.
That's as far as actual animals.
The beast kin here has caught my attention as well.
Well, perhaps talk to them instead of referring to them in the third person. That usually helps.
I have. I met two, Jane and I believe I have talked to them a little bit, but I'd like to talk to them more, Jaden. I'd like to talk to them more sometime.
Hey.
Just learn more things about you, your race, what you do, all that type of thing.
You're right, this is
Whenever.
Very similar.
Be careful in which hand you speak of. If you're talking of the, I have no mouth, but I'm a screen type. I would keep that to yourself. Oh. Anyway. Interesting book. I read it.
You're a problem.
Actually, do read it. Do read it. That being said,
What?
A what? Oh yeah, he was at my place.
Oh. Alas.
Unfortunate.
I can get you one too, Mona. Or you can just come over and read it again.
Probably just get me one this time.
He had a smut book.
Oh.
I would be fine with meeting up for a read, but no one should come to the manor for a while.
I had to work in it.
So what do you do on a daily basis?
Noted.
Very rare.
I finally realized how
That reminds me one moment.
there's not very many good ones with looks in them. Or with anything. And a majority of them are straight. Ugh.
I know.
Everyone might be right.
What was it you asked?
I have tried.
I hate saying that because she's going to nag me.
My regeneration works.
Right about what?
That I should publish.
For fun.
Did I
You should. I agree with her.
Come to guilds.
Exactly. I beg more.
So it's.
View it as you putting karmic balance into the world.
I should probably just send my coffin off if I'm going to lounge about.
How do you eat?
A human would heal
You're not
something
a
over a month.
workaholic, though,
I
are
heal
you?
it over a stay a day.
Unzips the lower half of her mouth, of her mask, and unhinges the jaw.
So I need to eat a lot.
Does it look like a normal mouth?
Yeah, I know exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, though you can't see her mouth.
And then you get off work.
Or you can't see her mouth, actually. It looks open.
Going on combat too. I don't get that anymore. I basically just work off all of the excess food.
Oh.
So I didn't see it or I did?
Casual climbing things and jumping off.
You
comfort
did.
there.
I had to correct myself.
Because my durability is just a little higher than human.
Well, you have humanoid lips at least. A pallor skin tone. At least you can consume.
I wouldn't know my skin tone, actually. Every time someone tries to explain or describe my face to me, if they can see it under the mask, I forget it. Or at least that's what my friends tell me.
Super buff and not.
That is quite unfortunate.
Currently taking a break here.
Because most of it gets spent.
You could still just write it down. Stare at it every morning. At least you'd have a journal of consistent notes.
That's the job.
Thank you for the suggestion, actually. I hadn't thought about that. You think I would have?
Well, usually it is very difficult for us to problem solve our own issues.
Like I said, I
Oh no,
don't
an
know
EB.
if the curse is on this mask. Every time I try to figure it out, I lose track of where my notes go.
How do you prefer your meat cooked?
Hey, no, I'm not going with them.
Stop meandering, start talking about potions, whatever projects I'm working on.
Hello.
And eventually,
I'm currently staying
the notes become more.
It took me. Took me.
Do you mind flipping the other way?
Disjointed.
Oh.
If that makes any sense.
That makes sense. That makes sense, yes.
Muddled.
If I move with them, I won't hear from them anymore.
Ah.
I prefer not to.
Lots of fries, it just tastes better.
EP sleep.
Every time I try to remember how I got the thing, the clothing, any of it,
Place to live, so I can
right out.
start up my own place.
I like
I had a
that.
wizard, a mage's guild assist me at some point in time.
I'm thinking of certain things. Look.
Though for some reason, one
Oh,
reason or
I'm
the other,
thinking of many things.
stopped.
Guess the ingredients do mix just
I'm aware.
right without actually
Unfortunate. One day I would like to be out of these.
You know, I didn't.
I
think
can
the
understand
biggest
that.
thing off you would be the hoodie.
Something like that.
You know, without a place to live, I can't
No.
exactly go
But
selling
thankfully
anything
this
outside
one
the back of a tent. Nobody will buy from a goblin.
Is less important to me. So if you struggle to actually fix it, it's not a big deal.
But the worst part of it all.
I won't struggle to fix it.
Tell me a bit about yourself, madam, if you don't mind my asking.
I've seen a small girl
every day
selling cheesecakes, so if it works.
I am on a quest to become no longer a virgin.
Yeah.
Sell on other people's turf.
I'm probably like overestimating.
But anyone I touch dies.
She was like a temporary vendor, so
It looks like I never clean my sink. Just based
Hmm.
on how much I go through in
Beyond that, bad you as a person. What do you like, your interests?
I mean, I live in a tent. I can't exactly make my.
I quite like sushi, poetry, theatre, songs.
I hope you can find somewhere to work temporarily.
Oh, theatre. Oh, it's been so long.
Speaking of
I do miss plays.
As do I.
Effectively just a fancy
They said they were
snack
unable
for
to
me.
provide at that moment.
It's been some time since I've been to a theatre.
You could be a Phantom of the Opera.
I apologize, dear. I didn't mean to play with fire again.
Oh. You okay?
I like to get to know the people that lead the guild that I plan to join.
It didn't sound very
I'm struggling, but I'm
That is understandable.
Your eye color.
Admittedly, I am feeling quite taxed at the moment. So I don't think I would be able to give a proper performance.
The one benefit of wearing sweatpants.
But
That's more than fine.
I went to the station to swear the person I met in Orlando Soccer.
Sweatpants are comfy.
I very much appreciate the conversation.
Ah.
To be fair, I only learned that.
really crappy
I wasn't
looking
paying attention to the rest.
Shows you the picture
You're
of their
very lucky you weren't.
Oh, the last one that I saw, I believe, was Macbeth. That was some time ago. So many years passed at this point, I don't
Yes.
keep track. I quit keeping track.
Can you turn this way?
yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh God, what's happening?
I'm very large, is what's happening.
Kind of. I was told there was a place I could go temporarily.
Pants.
But again,
I was gonna say, did you get taller or were you always this tall?
I got much taller, for I am closer to my mangled form. My truer form.
Technically, if what I think happened between you two actually happened, you seem
Random.
she is when she's in the manor. Well, not exactly this. She's more this. Less now.
Remember when I became as tall as the hallways?
I mean, I'm willing to work
That.
what they want, but
Oh. Does Puppy remember some fond memories?
Don't play that way, please. I have very, very horrid memory. Quite literally. If I heard something, I want to make sure I indeed heard it. This mask lies to me more often than it tells me the truth.
No one is permitted. No one has to share information that they are uncomfortable with sharing, as much as I am sure it is a sore sticking point with you.
That is fair.
What I meant specifically is when you leave
I apologize. I didn't mean to insinuate that at all.
It's quite alright. It's why I am here.
And I'll talk with
And then we should go to the safe house. Whichever one you want.
Do you want to snuggle?
Do you think you can make it to the safe house?
Yes.
I mean, I won't say no, but
If you let me.
we're coming over because,
If you tease me, then I probably won't.
have you ever watched Gilbert and Sullivan?
What is that?
Oh, the doc, yes.
Fine, I'll refrain. We do it close.
Musical theater.
I know. I mean, technically, I could try
You want to show me theater?
Illusion you some clothes, but the more magic I use, the more blood that I use. And then I'll probably bite you harder.
When I'm not at work.
And I shouldn't do that.
Oh, it's a show. I see.
No,
Also-
it's a live stage show.
Dated.
Yeah.
Play. If you do decide to agree to that, remember that
It's a lot more calmer
he's a
than
ghost, so like it's cold.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
But I'll see what I can do. Usually,
Yeah, let me scoot over.
rooms unless it's for somebody in.
Let's go.
Mission.
Go.
You lot don't mind if I join the social circle, do you? I don't want to intrude.
I mean, you're
Shitters.
You just sit right there if you want. Close.
That's quite nice of you. I haven't seen a show of that variety in a very dreadfully long time. Since I was alive, in fact.
So you said
Thank you.
Oh, you poor dear.
Truly.
You poor dear.
You're welcome.
That isn't just me being seductive. I am sincere. Thank you.
By the way, a note, Mr. Ice.
Yeah.
When I say the mask lies, it quite literally does. Hallucinations, auditory and visual, all the time.
I'm sorry.
I got introduced by somebody I used to work with.
You're fine. I'm informing you because of your
That's all.
your status in this organization.
Yeah.
It may become a liability
There's
of
a
sorts,
drow
so
went to the
I'm
warehouse
informing
where
you
I got a
as
job and
Yeah, I apologize.
he's
Question
like
for you.
listening to this show tunes.
Has someone tried to dispel the mask?
I'm glad that people haven't forgotten the arts.
multiple times.
I was quite sad when I heard that poetry has fallen out of fashion.
And every time the mask gets
It
worse.
has.
I
shouldn't do that then.
It's... I know.
Technically, actually, no. No, actually, it hasn't.
You're okay
It's
with
evolved.
How did it evolve?
Also,
Rap. Poetry to a beat.
Oh.
I don't know about that one.
Not entirely wrong.
I think that's a cat. No, I think she's.
Could you show me this rap?
Very well done.
Sure, if you want.
I would love to.
You should be.
They play so much rap music at work. You have no idea.
Really?
I would also like to make a point at
Yeah.
some point.
Yes.
If you'd like to, Mona, we can watch musicals.
I would love to. I would be quite happy to.
I think you've missed out on some of the big important ones.
True.
Hello?
Have you seen Wicked?
Yes.
Wicked's fantastic.
Handed me a card. I wouldn't mind going.
I don't know that she would have seen really any classic Broadway.
Hello.
By
I tried
my
to
theory,
make
she's
this
probably
like-
only seen the
Oh
very,
my
very
God.
old, which means a lot of
Wait,
opera.
wait.
Not that
Wait,
opera's
wait.
bad.
Wait. Hamilton.
It's not like super like.
Oh, Hamilton's
Play
Hamilton's fucking great.
It's also a
It's a
pretty good
retelling of
transition
a
because
historical
it's much
events.
more like opera.
but with rap.
I take it you work
Hmm.
these days.
Wait, Mona, were you alive during the American Revolution?
I work every day.
If she was a Victorian era, then yes.
Give it a visit.
Or dead, I guess.
Okay,
She
yeah.
was dead during the historical. Correct? Am I wrong in my...
I
Yes.
apologize, Mr. Eyes.
I admittedly was not very interested in America. I was interested in Thornville.
Well, I will definitely.
You know, fair
Well,
enough.
you'll probably be much more interested after that.
And grab some sweets.
Wow.
It's a
It
musical
goes that way with
about
people.
events from the era.
It's historically accurate.
Don't use that card. It's the only one I have.
I wouldn't say it's entirely historically accurate, but it is,
artistic license. But it's mostly accurate.
Oh, well, that is the case with every play. I'm still quite excited to see what they will do with it. After all of the Greek plays were quite lovely.
We get to introduce you to the joys of the slime tutorial.
The slime tutorial? They make slime girls at theater now?
To get around copyrights.
Oh!
Call the videos slime tutorials.
Oh, interesting.
So, to put it...
Show me that.
Sure.
This may relate to my kiddo.
To be specific, plays have a very small amount of people that can actually watch them because you have to physically go to the location.
Yes.
Sit there. So
that was a part of the appeal, was it not?
Some people view it as a bit of classist.
Well, it was an incarnation of the rich, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, you were essentially.
It's.
But it
technically speaking,
it extended outward.
Everybody has to make a living.
Plays like Hamilton are ways for, well, a lot of plays actually, are ways for the more affluent to feel like they're a part of something.
Yes, exactly. It was one of the only ways that I could actually find table-side conversation.
It's a way for them to feel more connected to those who are lower.
Magic.
Oh.
And to bring up those types of topics to them.
Ah.
At least those types of plays.
That makes sense.
It should have been orc plays. I wish there was orc plays in your time. That would have been a good idea.
Alas, no, they rarely got an opportunity to express much of anything, really. I remember when the drums would be stomped out on the streets.
Thankfully that changed.
Beauty in all things as they are.
Do they still play horns? Or is that gone now?
Say it again?
Do they still play on horns?
I believe that she's
Yes.
Good.
Well, the more traditional. There are metal horns now.
Oh, drat.
No matter what location.
There was a time where the elves were introducing their superior instruments. Or I guess technically humans. So eventually the horn was phased out. Or at least that was their plan. I was there when they discussed it at tableside.
All of the beasts and creatures under her domain.
Yes.
What I would give again to hear Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture again.
Someone played that over the speakers at work and scared the shit out of everyone.
It's my
No
favorite
one was
song.
expecting a cannon blast.
Yes, that's an actual instrument. Part of the entire song, actually.
Everything for what she says. As long as it stays in balance.
My favorite song besides that, I would have to say, would be Vivaldi's Storm.
Is making this hard to
She
hide.
talks to me sometimes. Words
Specifically played on the piano.
My eyes are always.
But I don't mind hearing the entire orchestra.
Oh, I like them though.
It's a bit weird.
It's a spider.
Soon, sadly.
I'm aware.
I had realized that my fingers, when arranged in such a manner, look like a spider.
Oh, I admit, it would be fun
I mean,
to try that in a private.
Enjoy that, are you?
Yes. I like it when my fingers are long.
Like cosplay.
No, taking a shower.
I was always jealous of the pianists who had long,
Not something I've ever
slender
spoken
fingers.
I had a spider-like individual here not too long ago. I believe that started the meeting.
The half orc that never exists.
Easier to reach
Strong,
things.
like
Easier to play instruments. Easier
the
to
only half
scratch
orc that actually
places that
kind
need to
of
be scratched.
Yes.
That doesn't exist.
It's usually whenever
My hands were annoyingly small, so I always warned, let my nails grow longer, to pretend.
You can do a cat boy too.
Although, like this, they are still... While they are long, they are not exactly precise. As you can see, they're a bit
What about you?
wrinkled.
Mm.
For the most part, sometimes.
You'd
I
like
like mine
them to be a
are
bit
monstrous
more than
things.
that.
My claws could be a lot longer than what they are, but
Which are a little harder to fake.
I keep them trimmed down.
That's fair.
I imagine for convenience,
So I
yes.
accidentally stretch someone up.
Yes, sometimes.
Yes, or stab your foe.
Doesn't know what
Relatively interesting.
That too.
I wonder.
Doesn't know what accidentally
I guess
scratch
maybe with
people
illusions
doesn't
and
work.
Oh, I just noticed your ring. That's quite fetching, resembling an open maw.
Whole conversation was.
Yeah.
Need to get a shower.
My cousin got that for me.
Well, it's quite good.
Also need new clothes and a bed. Oh my god, I need so many things. So many things to do.
He initially got as a joke.
I-
I wanted to get the joke, admittedly.
I genuinely really like it.
Sorry, dear.
Yeah.
On the plus side, Finley, you don't have to argue for much to make them, well,
Everybody was
well, lack of them.
aware of Miss Soda's tactics, yes.
What?
Oh, hello.
Goodbye.
I mean the general conversation.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't understand any of it anyway.
Oh,
What were you saying?
hey, dear.
I was saying that because he has not many clothes right now, it wouldn't be hard to convince him to be without.
Yes, okay, good.
That is true.
I had to go buy a new wardrobe.
Anyway, with you.
I wish I could wear other things.
Something along the lines.
Oh,
think that
amen
one
there,
time.
sister.
Yes.
I convinced
I guess that might be
Kanto
difficult
to
for you.
get a new outfit. We're talking about it, and I was just throwing out ideas. And I suggested for him a skin-tight crop top and ripped jeans. He's all part of the idea, so I must have said something right.
Delve into.
That sounds lovely, actually. Quite dashing.
Contrary to what people think, I do wear things other than t-shirts and cargo pants.
I mean,
I just wear this because it's comfortable.
No longer anymore.
And I have a tail to contend with.
Do you have a good suit yet?
By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I had one.
You can play on my lap.
It might be good to get one. It's always important to have a suit on hand.
Play together.
Yeah. I just like jeans and
True.
button-up shirts.
And get you to console gaming and get you a
Just what I'm
Switch.
saying, during my free time, I'll take a trip over and see how this space
I have heard of these video
I'll see you back
games, but I've never much.
sometime soon.
Really?
I've heard of these video games, but no one's ever shown me them.
I'm just not very good at
take
the
a lot of pride in
top
I
parts.
need to make sure I have, like, get one that
It's
actually
okay, I'm
fits
equally bad
properly.
at the bottom part.
Typically,
It's like you
I
might want to
spend
try
my
shoving
time
me in a
reading.
corset, and that
What if
didn't
you
end
ever want to
well.
try it again?
Oh.
Well, admittedly, corsets is...
Have a popular one then?
A lot of women at the time really wish they could live without.
Any of them take off? Get
I being one of them. Suffocating.
We have show corsets at work. The main I'm open to wearing one. The main problem was it was designed for someone who's 2 feet shorter than me.
Oh no,
They've actually
no!
made
You...
advancements to make them much more comfortable now.
It got stuck
Are
in my
they
head.
now? But yes, no, that is quite dreadful. You should only wear a corset that it's made for you.
Sounds tasty, actually.
That is so dangerous.
Let me pull my mirror out for a moment.
You supply a lot of cake.
And I probably
suck you by our temperamental lawn. They were set on seeing me, and of course,
I am in a state right
take
now.
no for an answer.
Oh dear.
Ice cream the peach, or was the cake?
Luckily, the contracts we all signed, actually prohibit them from killing anyone on the premises. Or with a 3-block radius.
Hello, Mr. Eyes. Wonderful having a conversation with you. Ah, okay, good.
Have you ever considered just wearing a jacket?
Patrol.
And like shorts? No, I mean like only wearing one. Like no shirt underneath.
I thought about it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How comfortable. This is quite nice, Jaden. Thank you for laying with me.
Because I don't think I learned the last time I just sort of... I doubt and talked.
Admittedly, I don't experience such things at all, usually.
Is this not habit? There.
I think that it is perhaps my fault. I got too excited. I can't help but tease people and it riles them up. Soon it becomes all that anyone expects.
Such a shame.
Admittedly, I'm a little bit wise to your tactics now.
You are, but I've also pulled back a little.
You're friends with...
You know the day you scared the shit out of me, Kay recorded me squealing?
Have they?
Running down the hallway.
Oh
She
no.
has it on the video, and I know this because she sent it to me.
Oh no.
That sound was definitely worth them recording then.
Just as a recording of me talking in my sleep, and then I was talking about a sandwich.
No reason.
You're talking about
Are you comfortable with being recorded in such a manner?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Very well, just making sure.
So I head back to the ship to grab something to eat. Did you want to join along? At least get some food before you head home, just in case you can't start a fire.
I'm always careful about such things because sometimes I've found that some people are just so used to being bullied that they don't realize that they are. They think that's just how people normally are.
No, I'm aware that I get picked on. Trust me, I'm aware.
So you are being bullied.
That is a generous piece of...
Not exactly, just sometimes some jokes just run on for too long.
Be sure to put your foot down in times like that.
I try.
Well, if anyone doesn't take you seriously, you can speak to Eyes or myself or any of the security members.
Yeah, I know.
Very good.
I don't really like getting mad at people because I know that some people are just scared of me because of what I am.
I can relate to that.
Getting angry because of what you are.
You can actually get some...
Some people don't like canines, and, well, I'm a lot taller than most.
Yeah, don't go to a pawn shop.
You'll have to forgive my genuine ignorance. I suppose I lived a very sheltered life with a cousin. I didn't get out much to explore and learn things about people. Admittedly, socializing, even flirting, apparently is something I do, but I'm completely ignorant of, and I do it.
off of it.
You're fine.
It was just a piece of rock. Like that. It was like those. When I found it.
It gets frustrating at times, especially amongst my other sisters in the coven.
It was just a good handheld rock.
Either myself frustrated at them or them frustrated at me for one thing or the other. Though I've since left that coven, so
I barely remember your name. Why are you trauma dumping on me?
Trying to find a new place for me to land, though many guilds in this reality haven't been interesting to me enough. This one caught my attention quite acutely. Specifically because of, well, your mission statement.
Yes.
And
my entire life I've been ridiculed, hunted down, chased from place to place.
probably have enough to get yourself at least an apartment temporarily. They're all in that good of a
So,
condition.
actually having a place where I can finally land is nice. My mansion, the place I live in, is quite literally traveling on legs. I can't stay in one place for one time too long.
You have a Baba Yaga manor.
I don't want to live alone.
It took some time to craft, but yes, I learned an enchantment from a very old wizard who essentially
places where they need a room.
So it's a problem you made for yourself.
places held up by trees that have dug their
Finding a place that's
branches into the rafters of the house, and it lifts the place up, carries it.
Not them, definitely. But yeah, but they're very helpful.
I don't know about being chased, but I've faced my fair share of ridicule for both what I am and usually my business.
Definitely.
Actually, my business is the most ridicule I got. To be honest, I think that's actually why I died.
Oh, how dreadful.
I'm sorry to hear that, darling.
You only fulfill the stereotype now.
Sweets at the end of the day. Toss me one of those ones and we'll call it even.
You only fulfill the stereotype now, is what I said.
What stereotype would that be?
An undead dealing with death, cadavers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I ever broach the subject, or did that I've forgotten their name, the harpy, ever talk to you about the offer I made?
Echo?
Oh yes, I'm actually quite familiar.
That was their name. Yeah. Good. Thought this place would be a place which may have need for corpses.
Perhaps.
Consumption. Or some
Speaking
other needs.
Speaking of Echo, you might get a laugh out of this, Mona.
Oh.
The whole reason Echo's not here is because Shade is quite literally pushing him into a bed every time he tries to get up. She's forcing him to take a break.
I would like her not to be shoving her into a bed.
Piece of my ponytail.
Oh, from what I understand, Echo was supposed to take a rest day a couple weeks ago and
You're
didn't.
not the magical entity, are you? You're not gonna use that?
Well, getting a force of rest day is one thing, but I'm going to be honest. I would hate to be bound to the bed and not have any actual entertainment that way.
It could be a case of, because I know she still doesn't fully understand mortals. It could just be a case of miscommunication.
Well, I hope someone explains it to her.
She plops the hair onto the
I remember
sure
when I was
Echo will.
alive. Sleeping longer than I needed to when I was alive was It always just made me
I
feel
explained
sick.
to her the difference between a dog and a wolf one time. I'm still not quite sure she understands.
Like a weird Bay deal, was it?
To be fair, not many do.
You're not gonna show up and want my firstborn.
I mean,
Have you seen that stupid meme regarding Ludwig? People have tried doing that to me.
The...
wait,
Yes.
Oh my.
It's a joke sometimes. Like
There's a friend and acquaintance of ours by the name of Ludwig. He's a kid like myself.
That's harassment.
People have a habit of going up to him and saying, "Hello, Ludwig," and then sticking their hand in his mouth.
No.
Last I heard, he's
Flame, would you do that?
They show back up and they take.
Because some people crave violence.
Because you made a deal.
Does it actually bother you, or is this one of those situations where you just...
I threaten to bite fingers off of people if I try it.
Right so, it is within your right. They are technically assaulting you.
No, give me.
Okay.
Pardon me, sir.
I'm not afraid of biting off the fingers if I have to.
Very good.
I'm aware, don't worry.
Just make sure that they start it first. And don't get into a fight with someone that you cannot win against, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the clothes. Coming down.
And it changes.
There you go.
Specifically on
As fast as
I'll be back.
you get the clothes as quickly as possible, then we get to start.
That's where
Uh-huh,
if you look through it, it's like a lot of them are personal.
Bye!
The rest of them are her hairs.
Oh, he is so cute.
Tell her about the thing.
Out of
The
these,
laptop.
I make different cakes out of combinations.
Oh yeah, that. When we're done, I might call you and you can go. We can watch musicals or things like that.
Ooh! Sounds quite fun.
That's all they had on them.
Admittedly,
Sounds.
I am quite fatigued. What is your energy levels?
I figured as much. I can tell.
Coping.
Coping?
Then, in that
Meaning that we should close?
With some basic sweets, but I'll definitely buy one
Yes.
make it based off of that.
Goodness me, Eyes, you should say that in advance. You do not need to force yourself.
I'm pretty sure Saya and Mocha.
I was hanging out with my boyfriend.
Okay, fair enough. If I had it back, I would complain about it being askew. Oh wait, that's right. It was broken in many places. What?
It was lovely meeting you. Do have a good evening.
As to you.
And yourself, Mr. Eyes, and you, Mr. Oh, bloody hell, I've forgotten. Jaden. There we are. Sorry, it's going to be a habit. This mask doesn't let me remember things for too long. Now, off I go.
Where the agents think everything is.
That's stupid often.
They're a bit much to handle sometimes, but it's understandable.
Close enough.
So anything in particular you prefer?
With me.
Why is it doing?
Just so that you know,
Right, anything.
we are closing down for the moment. So please vacate at your earliest leisure.
Weird, the amount. So,
Well, it was nice meeting
oh yeah.
everyone.
As to you.
Shall we then?
Hero stuff. Long story short, I just stopped a satellite weapon from firing. The government wanted to get rid of it. Said my group could sell it for parts as long as it doesn't trace back to the government. And that's how I got a lot of money. Put in the savings account. 10 years later, way more money than I know what to
Oh,
do
right,
with.
the donation.
So,
They want to. Oh. Jesus.
2 mil?
Okay.
Well, what sort of foods did you
Go with a bag. Just a bag of money.
It's
I do have a rather large appetite.
It's a small credit stick.
do you like meats?
You know, the problem is that when you have a metaverse, the way the metaverse is that there's just always someone who can solve something just because of the sheer number of characters. Yes?
So I work in a garden district. I'll keep an eye out for any places that do, like, live theater. If I find places that you like, I'll let you know.
Let eyes know I cannot stray further than him.
No. Okay. I'm gonna look for places that do, like, live theater shows.
Ah, theater. Okay. We can do that.
Thank you so much, Jaden. It's very sweet of you.
All I know is I have a meal of fresh boar ribs waiting for me at Rollins' place.
Oh, nice.
Could buy some stuff and take it back to
Yeah.
the station and make some
I just
sandwiches
score
for
some
all the
fresh
other
boar meat.
agents.
So me and Roland are gonna be eating pretty well for the next few days.
Very good.
Things at my camp if you want to grab that instead. They're all homegrown.
I was gonna make sure I feed Jerry.
Instead of just buying things
I
at the
don't
store.
really want to steal from the stuff you've already made, so...
Oh. You might get a laugh out of this, Eyes. Jerry's learned how to stamp his feet. Like a toddler.
Also,
when
you
he doesn't get his
you
way.
wanted to tell me something.
Oh, right. I meant to ask. The stuff for the ghost food.
Like, the point
Did I get the string? Like all that out?
now is so you don't have to wait
Okay, good. I need access to it soon.
Hi, Emo.
Once I get situated, I can.
Yeah, sure, let me know.
Surplus in a stockpile then.
Yeah.
That way you don't
Okay.
have to ever worry. And at the same time, we're gonna head over to... Alright, it makes you feel better. We'll take some of the meat at least. Anything that
Boop.
Well, the only thing they're selling less is pretty much.
Boop.
That's also why I'm trying to get rid of these potatoes that I have.
What is with beings and horns? I do that too. Of
What?
puzzling. Things with horns or tusks. Puzzle.
I think it's just a common form of affection, is it not?
Not usually with humanoids. Nothing, yes, but it's not the most common. It's usually other things first.
It was not unusual for elves, at least.
Oh. I wouldn't know. I'm not an elf, so.
Perhaps it is more universal than some might think.
Maybe.
I agree.
How long until we tell them?
I think we can just let them go. It's fine.
So, Hamilton.
I heard something about Wicked. I don't know what that is, though.
Wicked.
I like the descriptor.
It's a do you know the Wizard of Oz? Pretty old one. Wizard of Oz is a kind of a fairy tale telling of a girl going through a fantastic world and saving from like the Wicked Witch of the West. Or the East. West.
It's an isekai.
Wicked is. Technically, yes, actually. She was from Kansas. She gets sent to another world. Wicked is essentially retelling the story, but from the perspective of the witch.
Oh. That sounds quite fun.
It's also kind of comedic. It's meant to be funny.
Well, usually it is.
Head to the shop that I go to.
There's also
It's not gonna hurt or anything, I
Hmm.
promise. I mean, if we have more time, if not, we can always wait.
a modern retelling of a Greek tragedy.
You to check them first.
Oh.
Orpheus and Eurydice.
A bunch of stones for nothing.
Oh, yes!
Fair enough. Just that one then.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Should I touch it or?
We can watch that one after Hamilton.
Just place your palm.
Sure. Whichever. I don't care. I just want to see a theater again.
It's so we end up at the same place.
Yes.
Okay.
Baby. Like, I put all of my work into her.
+1.
Maybe that's why you're just feeling nervous, because you love your character and you want others to love it too. Maybe it's just you're just nervous about something.
Jaden's hella sus about eyes. He knows something's up.
Well, obviously, it's literally on his hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, see, here's the thing. Jaden also knew that Eyes was making the thing for Mona.
Oh, yeah, he can put 2 and 2 together,
she
that's
explicitly-
true.
Yeah,
She
that's why Jaden, because Jaden saw how Yuri went up to Eyes and just how you acted.
She's acting very different now. She's not as tsundere. She has gone towards now dere. With some sun. There's still some spice in there. Just a little. It's just she doesn't like punch him anymore. Well, punch him. Yeah.
By the way, I love the
Yes.
social interaction between you both. It was fan-fucking-tastic. Your energy was on spot. I have a genuine question to ask from you. How did I do as leading? Was there anything off about her that I need to address? My worry is that she was annoying.
Usually it's best not to ask these kind of questions on stream, because I can't be...
Okay. Later.
Later.
You're fine. Later.
Generally speaking, though, you did fine, don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
Any reactions in character?
I saw you.
Yeah?
Mona seemed to not mind her at all.
I saw the medallion.
If anything, Mona seemed to enjoy her.
She didn't see where he was. She was worried.
She wants to talk to her more at some point.
She was worried.
Cool. I did a nice thing.
Yeah.
I knew that Ribbit was getting in, so I went invis and then went to the watchtower and had him sit there. So Philly had a very dramatic when we were walking up the watchtower and seeing him.
It was so good seeing these two pop up again. God, I missed Mona and Eyes. Holy shit.
They're back. Whoa!
By the way,
I never got to use the jump because he's tired.
I've actually looked at this.
I loved misleading
That's a
and
nice
Mona's interactions. The similarities that they reached in character was nice. Genuinely nice.
Me in character being like,
Mona actually seemed to enjoy misleadings.
They're having a
misleading
presence.
Well, here's the thing that misleading did that very few people did. They asked her a question.
Yes.
That was about her.
Yep.
Really? People don't do that?
No one.
What do you mean?
Nope.
The only people who have done that is... And Fiddly.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Throughout her entire time here.
Why? Why wouldn't you ask anything about her? Kay doesn't ask because she can't get within 3 feet of Mona without malfunctioning.
Well, that's the problem. That's the case with everyone else because they just get too flustered, actually.
Oh no, it's not flustering with Kay.
No, I know, but like, I'm being symbolic about it. They also break.
Okay, got it.
So, when Jaden heard Mona mention theater, his ears perked up because that's something he's only talked about with one other person. The fact that he likes musical theater.
I will say
She was really excited about that.
It's socially awkward. He'd probably be.
He doesn't talk about it to anyone because he's embarrassed and he's shy.
All over this when she wants to talk to you at any given
Oh yeah, Zeno, what's your like actual like username?
Yeah.
By the way, I can't wait.
Yeah, true, Chrono, but so do you.
In the near future.
That's it. Okay.
Good job. You fucked around and you found out. Good job.
Oh, I found out already? I thought the found out was still happening.
Oh no, I'm talking about what happened before. What happens later is also finding out, but that's different finding out.
After she jumped back.
I have a feeling that
It's
she's gonna be
it's so funny. We were literally just talking in character, being like,
She had apparently missed her.
but you know,
No one's dumb enough.
Everyone's. If Finley sent out a thing saying that no one should do this thing, then we should be okay. Because the members would actually listen. He is a department head, after all.
Yeah, this was just naturally dumb. So.
Crickets.
The last thing Jaden did in regards to it before today was
I'm sorry.
RP, by the way, buddy. It's fine.
RP, buddy.
I know, but I still get anxious about playing into a character flaw.
Wah, wah, wah.
I knew you wanted to. I saw you contemplate that when I said it. I was just like, I set it up with a joke.
He looks like a. He looks like an RP, like a anime researcher now. He just has like a jacket, like and a cigarette.
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
He really does. Oh,
status, you know?
so you know when he brought up only wearing a jacket and nothing else on the top half?
Uh-huh.
I do that on the dancing version of this.
That's funny. That's funny.
I have a jacket that I toggle on and I toggle everything. There's also a harness on that, but I don't think I can wear that on stream for reasons.
It's, yeah, of course. It's kind of interesting how much the relationships actually differ from character to character. I really like it when that happens, because like I get like an extra degree of separation. Because Ivanka is so mean to you. Meanwhile, Mona is like, Jaden, my companion, how are you?
Sure.
Ivanka gave Jaden body confidence issues. Because I don't know if people have started noticing, but he doesn't want to take his shirt off in crowds.
Oh no! No! I'm so sorry!
His shirt off. He only took off his shirt because Mocha, Elise, and Kenshi threw credits at him.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
Yeah, Jaden's
That's
got
so
body confidence
sad.
issues. He's
No!
a baby boy with body confidence issues and anxiety
Baby,
and a whole
no!
lot of things going on.
Baby, no! Fuck, why am I always hurting? Okay, no, it makes sense because Ivanka's a dick and she kind of is too old to care to be invested in people anymore, you know what I mean? But, like, meanwhile, Mona, I just want companionship. I just want everyone to be happy. Or scared, that's okay too. Or horny. Any of the three are good. Anyway.
Oh god, my back's crunchy after laying on my floor for half
Yeah,
an hour.
me too. Me too. But honestly, it helps too.
And my lower back wasn't on the beanbag.
I'm sorry, Chrono. I'm so sorry.
Because it's kind of deflated. But filling up a beanbag is a two-person job in my house, and I don't trust my mother to hold the beanbag open.
That your character was interested in talking to mine.
Oh yeah, I can do this
I'm
now.
gonna be honest, because of how my character works, you do look like the sort of person that he has interacted with. Because you look like the sort that would be. And he did used to wear a what they call the mask like that.
Hello.
The thing is, she can't
But the thing
help
is, he
that.
doesn't.
I
he doesn't know that.
finished the model.
How tall is
mom.
How tall can she canonically get?
He does. She said that it was
When she's full form.
Probably something like
I don't
this.
think it's this big.
Yeah, like, cause she had said it before, but that she can reach the, like, basically the tallest point of her hallways, which would be about this tall, usually.
So I really do.
That being said, I want to see what I look like when I'm. Ooh.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem very.
And it's also the fact that I can't remember what I have seen on streams and what I have seen in character.
Queen too.
Oh my god!
It's Priz again.
It is Priz again.
So cute.
She can do this canonically.
Someone who can clean, can't she?
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, she can make herself bigger, so of course she can get smaller. Smaller is easier.
It feels better playing this character than anything else, if I'm being honest.
I can pick your nose.
I have my mute button hotkeeyed to my controller because the entire time I was laying down, I was just coughing, and I'm just like,
No, I'm so sorry.
Also, he realized.
What?
Disney.
What?
He lost his spell books.
No!
For the spells he was trying to learn.
No!
By the way, just so you know,
So you
suffering.
Have to go back to the aquarium and get him again.
Oh my god. Wait, did he rent them or did he buy them?
He rented them.
No!
The way the aquarium works is that the books are enchanted. If you go past the enchantment date, it will teleport back to the aquarium.
But it's so fucked!
Anchors,
So-
portals, teleportation,
Oh.
all that kind of stuff.
Well, oh, another thing this motherfucker did in character, and Carrie collaborated as Amanda. They tried convincing Jaden that if he didn't return the book he rented, he was going to be cursed with dark magic.
Oh yeah, they did that.
As he's being dragged out of the building by Dee Dee, Marge, who Jaban plays, just stopped him. And she's just like,
Okay,
oh,
hold
yeah,
on.
no,
I
you
need
won't
to
be
just
horned,
walk.
but it's just gonna.
Schnoot. 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 Schnoot.
Oh, I do have one facial animation that I don't get to use very often, and that is the lip
Oh,
animation.
I love that! That's so cute!
He only does that. So he did that to Mocha because she like wrapped both of his hands around her hands around his mouth, and he did not appreciate it. So he's just like, okay, I'm gonna lick your hands.
Something you can do, because I did it with this model, right? Like, I'll return to normal height. So you can make multiple shape keys to actually make it natural looking. So like you see with this where it goes like... So basically it's just 4 different shape keys to like go over like the face naturally. So what you can do is you can make the tongue go like this. You know what I mean? Make it look natural, just like...
There is a 10 hung animation I am working on the nicer, on the more toned looking base of this one.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not gonna talk about it because that's a either a funny haha toggle or a oh this has got spicy toggle.
Ah, I see.
I have a compulsive urge to grab the tongue, but I can't grab the tongue.
No, there's no fizzbone on it. Alas.
Maybe I should rig the tongue and put a fizzbone on it.
I should put a fizzbone on mine too, honestly. Because mostly I really like it how things look when they have fizzbone on top of facial tracking movement because it moves so much more naturally.
Yeah. I need to do more avatar work. I've just been on a... Because I've been sick, I just haven't had the motivation to sit and blend Unity.
I have too much going on right now. Because I have Swarm SMP applications, I have, like, extra guides I have to write, I have to do Sentient Academy, fucking Callous Row was, like, starting up, I'm sorry, not fucking Callous Row, it's Neon Divide now, fuck.
Neon Divide.
Neon Divide is, like, sort of starting up soon. And then I'm helping out with like a different RP, and there's a lot.
Was incredibly, Shock was incredibly excited about, incredibly excited about the Swarm SMP.
Oh, I know they are.
She can't wait for that. She can't wait for that. She hasn't shut up about it in my DMs.
Yeah, but soon, very soon.
Yee, she wanted me to come along with Minecraft.
Oh yeah, Eden Lost too. Fuck. And this.
I don't know if I got the time. I haven't done a application for Swarm because I just don't have the time.
Honestly, that's fine. I mean, if you don't got time, you don't got time.
I wish I could like
this is 10 feet, by the way.
myself so I would have time to be an RP 24 hours a day and do all the other shit I'd want to do.
Man, that's what I did in my teenage years, no joke. I'd wake up, RP, go to bed, wake up, RP, go to bed. On Arc.
Crispy.
Yes.
Oh god.
This is Orem height.
Oh my god, it is Orem height.
Have a wonderful evening, you two. You guys are amazing. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
And then this is Periz height. I'm an inchling. It's me.
Wait. Let me go back to the Orem height.
Oh, I thought you were Orem height. Yeah, I'm small. I'm small. small. You can put it to like mind now just how small she would have been on your fucking hand, bro. On your hand.
She was there. There were emotes that he did that they did where she was on his hand.
I know, it was so cute. But like you can like actually like imagine it with like your phantom sense and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And she would actually be like hanging
Hold
from his
something in your
tusks,
hand.
like here, like yeah.
Her favorite spot was this.
I know, it'd be right here.
That was her
He'd
favorite
be
spot.
chilling. Just chilling. Right in the shoulder.
Where's my tail? There we go. I need to toggle the tail wag animation.
So I'm like, yeah, no.
Tearing
Small
up
enough
here.
To get lost in the tail. Where's my tail? Why am I not
You're
grabbing my
holding
tail?
it. Or you were.
Oh.
To hold, Christy.
Tail. What?
To hold something in your hand. And go. I'm gonna fuck that.
Pixie thing I found in Discord.
Yo!
Pixie image.
What's funny is that you put that in there, and I think it was you. She sent it to me. I went, Ormond.
I forgot I did that!
This was 10 years
I forgot!
Every Monday now, because Chrono knows I was obsessed with Gandalf the cat, he sends me the
graham cracker! Yes, I said the graham cracker today too!
Gandalf is best cat. They deserve to lick a
Gandalf.
graham cracker.
It is his favorite activity. What? Or a mature monster fucker. True.
God damn it, Ribbon.
High on adrenaline. Feral. Extremely stubborn.
Yeah, right, Zeno?
Okay, everybody, I'm gonna do this myself.
So,
No matter what it takes, I am moving
actually,
this myself.
do you know about Orbital? Did I explain it to you?
No.
He was.
I have no idea who Orm is.
He's the character I met Christy with.
It was his first RP.
He was a very large pigman in Minecraft server. He was also
That would explain
actually still
your image in like every server except for the MMR one.
yeah. I think he actually is my only canonically evil character.
Yeah.
Every other character I have are pretty nice.
Uh-huh. He is, but he's like lawful evil, which is the best kind.
Yeah, he has rules.
Yeah.
He has the rules and a code for himself. So if you fall within the rules and the code, you're fine. But if you fall out of it, then God help you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ribbon says, I miss him every day. He gave me soup.
I did
I
give
have my mirror up, and I realized I could probably put like mascara on Jaden and no one would notice. Because it kind of looks like he's already wearing it to some degree, and
Dude,
that's just because of how the texture is.
I'm gonna switch to Cassius for a second.
What the fuck?
Fucking, it took so long for someone to notice that he has eye makeup on.
Oh, he does. I thought that was his. I thought those were his eyelashes.
Well, the yellow is above it, green isn't.
Oh, the green, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, no, there is green there. I'm a little bit stupid.
It's very subtle.
It was
Very
it was
subtle.
fucking Shade, and this which is why, by the way, Shade knows about on fleek and popping.
That's fucking funny!
Shade goes up to Jaden and goes, Jaden is popping.
Puppy!
And because of the running joke that me and K19 have,
Unlock her mana instead of trying to.
Shade knows about the jar.
Yes.
Become one with
The jar is fucking
Oh, you were
cursed.
there for
That was
that.
an
She was.
This is the height difference.
Yeah, but you weren't. Oh, yeah, it's a significant height difference. So,
Yeah.
funny thing that happened, this was a couple weeks ago. Dini and Mocha put Jade in a jar. And like a Jaden-sized jar, which is a carryover joke from
Yes.
an out-of-character carryover joke that we brought into RP. Which
They
resulted
literally
in,
had an actual jar, like on the model jar, where they put
Oh.
jar in there.
Oh no.
Because there's a running joke that at the club that Jade and Dee Dee work at, that there was a quote unquote punishment jar. And
Oh,
this thing
no.
has had every bodily substance known to man put in or on it at some point in time.
Oh no.
Jaden traded samples from the jar to Leaky in exchange for a case of crystal wash. So Leaky has those samples.
Oh god. What have you done?
The message I saw from 404 was that, and I quote, "It looks like a frat house bathroom."
God.
Which is
Also-
not entirely inaccurate.
Also, read Ribbon what Ribbon said about soup. The soup injector that canonically happened.
Soup injector.
So she played Mochi. She left. She didn't get on for a long time, and the last thing she did was stare at a wall in her room in the cove. So after a while, we made a joke of putting a soup injector where she was, because she was canonically standing there, staring
my
at the wall
God.
because freaking axolotls. If you put axolotls near a fence, they'll just continuously headbutt it for eternity.
Holy shit.
Which is how you catch axolotls, by the way. So, canonically, Mochi was months standing, staring at a wall as we continuously fed her soup through a soup injector.
Oh my fucking god. She became too powerful. She absorbed it like a sponge.
Only thing I have time for is Saturday night and Sunday.
how to do that noise.
Ah, okay.
RP. Possibly coming back.
Well, Mondays and Thursdays, I always arrive to whatever the RP is an hour plus late.
That's fair.
I feel that.
I also have sushi waiting for me in my fridge. Like, literally, as the lobby opened, my mother got home.
Catch you later.
Yeah, bye. It was so good seeing you. I missed you too. But it's okay. Soon. No. Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Ooh.
Yeah. It's gonna be even more interesting because of a certain detail that I can't tell you about. But you'll find out anyway.
Oh, this will be interesting. I can't wait. I finally get an actual scheduling back. And it happens to be one of the only nights that I get out of work at a good time.
I'm so glad that they chose Saturday. Holy fuck.
Second ones. The same. I just can't wait to come back and finish up the stuff I started. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be so. I can't wait. But I need to go because I will start gushing about spoilers, and I can't do that while I'm streaming.
Depending on, I guess.
All right, guys, we're gonna be closing out the lobby, and we kind of need everyone to clear out, or else someone might join in and think the lobby is still open when it's not.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
Well, to answer your question, probably.
Thanks for coming in.
I'll try to do stuff on Sundays more often.
Yeah, I'm working like early Thursdays
with
at the moment.
her and
because
Valley
it's
Cow
summer also
is
fell,
already mostly
like
there.
sort of back at work in a limited capacity.
You do what Christy does.
Yeah, I work 6
What?
days a week, so I feel that.
No, we could do what Ribbon does. I said Christy.
What?
She sets up a hangout world, like a random one that she has stuff, and then she puts a portal, says everyone go through it. So you can keep talking, just not here.
Oh, okay.
She's locked by Arzix's surgery.
I'll see you both later.
I think half of them are leaving anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's something we can do later. Like, feature ones.
Bye-bye. I'm gonna go get this brick off my face.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna go eat the
I have to wait before I can.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And she could, like,
Boop.
mail the sample somewhere.
He's boob height now.
Yep, he is. He's boob shelf height. Specifically, his horns on the boob shelves.
I remember you realizing that.
I was so fucking happy, bro. Bye.
Before I go, was fun to finally roleplay with you.
Yeah. Right back at you. All right. We're free. We don't have to stay in VR anymore.
No, we don't. Let me check the world for a second. Okay, two. Yep, we're good. Only two of us are here.
If Ayaz had a seat on his tiny mono. Yeah, true. Come to Discord instead. Well, yes, absolutely. Duh. Of course. Could you imagine not doing that? Star Nova, thank you so much for the 9 months. And Noctus, thank you so much for the 40. I love you guys. All right. You require friendship? Me too, though. That and ice cream. I need to have my after stream in VR ice cream because my face is hot, bro. It's so hot.
I'm gonna chug several water bowls.
Oh god, water sounds so good right now. Okay, guys. Everybody, I hope I made your night as much as you have made mine. Good night, my starlings, and let's find someone to raid.
This one's cool. Let's see what this one looks like. All right. I feel like I'm doing like an ASMR now because it's so quiet without any music or anything. Like, okay, chat. Today we will be. I don't know. If I wanted to do ASMR, I feel like I'd want to be like that guy on TikTok that just starts like beating the crap out of you. Like that's his ASMR. Is just like,